On the Air Tanzania International Network, we say we have now a new segment of travelers within the continent. These are tourists from Zambia, Zimbabwe, Uganda, and South Africa. And I think even the statistics has proved it, that we have now intra-Africa tourists coming to Tanzania en masse. And this to us is a new segment, but it's all about tourism. We look at Nigeria with two eyes, two open eyes. Huge GDP in the continent and big spenders. We have Nigerians coming to Zanzibar, most of them connecting through Dar es Salaam, but it's not easier to come down from Nigeria to Tanzania. What we are doing now, what we are expecting is to bring Nigerian, easier from Nigeria down to Tanzania, and then they can visit our tourist attractions. But we have direct flights to India and China, and the opportunity to a combined market of around 2.6 billion people who can say no to this one. Okay. 2.6 billion people. If we get 0.5% of that population, we are done. So this is there's a very huge potential, a very huge potential for growth, but we need to act together. This is one of the issues. Doctor, you have to work hard from the ministry. Coordination. How do we sell our product? How do we access these markets? How do we move together? There is everything over there, and we have everything to offer, but we are still operating or acting in silos, and it's not giving us the required potentials. Well, we are planning direct flights to London and targeting European and US and Canada markets, direct flight to Tanzania. This is a major tourism market for Tanzania. Look on the numbers of tourists visiting our country from these markets. So we need to connect Tanzania direct to London. Direct to London, not through somewhere else. Direct to London. And this is what Air Tanzania is planning to do. So it is important now to take cognizance of the portion of revenue from tourists in air tickets to be retained in Tanzania when compared with the current situation, if we really work on this and act together. Yeah, I've talked on either means of supporting the tourism market, but let's talk on the revenue which are retained in Tanzania. The nature of the tourist market, Air Tanzania contributes to a portion of the revenue retained in the country from the tourist market. You know exactly how it's being done in the tourist market. Sometimes you get just a small portion of what is supposed to come to Tanzania, and most of which remains outside the country. But for Air Tanzania, once you buy the ticket, 100% of the revenue is here. Just a small commission will go out to our agents. So revenue generated by Air Tanzania is retained in the country, unlike foreign airlines. Air Tanzania revenue from air transport portion of tour operator or packages is retained in the country or repatriated to the country, regardless of the place of business of a tour operator. If he sells Air Tanzania in the US, he's in Canada, then we are sure money will be brought in Tanzania. Unlike other airlines, which, well, I don't think if we get anything, just a peanut of it. And there, as I said, 30 to 40% of the tourist budget is on transport. So that's why the Tanzanian government continue to invest in Air Tanzania as a way of increasing contribution to the country, of tourism to the country economy. This is my last slide, and I've just put down the take-home points. In fact, the summary of what I've said. One, interdependent of the two markets, the tourism industry and air transport market. Then some issues on our networks. I don't need to repeat again, I've said about it. But at the end, we have to take into consideration the contribution of air transport when you are considering of an income from a tourist. We have to invest in air transport if we need to retain a big chart or a big percentage of our tourist income or revenue in our country. With that one, thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matindi. It's quite an honor for us to have the DG himself with us here, and of course, having energy but also passions to stay with us till this time. We really thank you. But again, I was listening to your presentation, and if you allow me, let me brand what you have said here. ADC is all about access, isn't it, Maria? My students remember the 5 A's of tourism. That is access, all right? Number one is access. But the access here, I'm trying to brand it again. Mr. Martini, could you take this again? This is your take-home name. The services that ATC offer can be summarized as this. It is all about speed, comfort, affordability, and flexibility. In short, staff. All right? Then, yeah, that was our fourth presentation. Mr. Matindi. Just, having comfort that you are expanding your services again from $1,200 US to $400. That's a lot of drop in terms of the cost. As a charter, just a global product, okay? But again, they're opening up another market. Pemba there, Lindi, Kilokuna, cultural tourism destinations which is coming up. You can, trying to merge it with the cruise tourism. And now I'm told there's another circuit, cruise liners to run from Lindi, Mafia, Dar es Salaam, and Zanzibar. That's a big win that is coming. Yes, question number one, and then, do I have only two? Yes, Pandera.
Thank you very much. My name is Swahili Yunus. Thank you, I have a question for Mr. Matindi. In terms of domestic tourism, yes, congratulations for reducing it to $400. But if you look at it, $400 is still, if we want to promote domestic tourism, is still too much for Tanzanians. So are there any plans to promote domestic tourism, especially when it comes to affordability? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Villar, very quickly.
Thank you. My question is very simple, Mr. Matindi.
Yes.
With all this realization of the points put out here, why are we failing to get Air Tanzania to become tourist market oriented? The policies, the way, the pricing policies, and all that is out of what the tourists can actually pay. We say airline business, actually, aviation industry as a whole is a pillar for tourism development. It's not a support service, it's a pillar. Accessibility. If your destination cannot be accessible, don't count any tourists come out here. And Tanzania is not accessible. With all that fleet, Tanzania today is not accessible. I mean, you have a few people in the diaspora, they lose their parents out here. He's trying to catch a plane to facilitate the funeral, and it takes him 3, 4, 5 days before he reaches here. And this, we live with it. Now, I have a typical example. Yes. I tried to contact Air Tanzania for developing. We have somebody, the first person to start bringing tourists, the first tour operator in India, Beacon Holidays, wanted to, when they heard that Air Tanzania is coming and they want to do, they want to have a flight from Mumbai to Tanzania, they contacted me. I tried to contact Air Tanzania and they said, no, our prices are inflexible. And I said, you are launching a new route which has people already, they're already sending people into Kenya, to South Africa, and they actually came to Tanzania. Now, if you're not flexible, because you're not ready to negotiate, then tourists cannot be built. We need to go slowly. You don't start a route and want to make profit the same day. Thank you.
Thank you. Last one from the lady.
My question goes to the CEO. Mine directly comes from a student perspective because I deal a lot with students who come from out of the country. And many times when I tell my student, this is something Air Tanzania does not know, I actually encourage them to have connection with Air Tanzania. But because they book with the agent, automatically they get on precision. Of course, I've had issues, so many issues with precision. But what I got to learn is that the agents work more easily with precision compared to Air Tanzania. So there's a way also Air Tanzania has to increase their network, especially my students who are coming from Europe. Now, number two, what I gathered from my students, because they travel a lot when they arrive in Tanzania, it's quite a bit expensive, and I really would recommend, if you had a student package, we have lived in people's countries, and we understand countries like Malaysia, all in local flights, they have student packages. So if you had student packages, it will encourage our upcoming tourists to be able to come.
Thank you. That's a good one. I think we have 2 3 questions, and that's enough.
Yeah, thank you. I already Swahili, I think. He wanted to, he was on the prices. And I think this was echoed again by Kabendera, the lady which she didn't introduce herself. I'll call you a lady again.
No, I'm Dr. Judy.
Oh, Dr. Judy, see, very beautiful name. Yeah, you see, the three they are talking about unaffordability of air transport. And don't fool yourself that it's Tanzania. The whole of Africa, the whole of Middle East, even Europe, I can say. Frankly speaking, that's why I started, Doctor, I gave you an assignment that why can't we work together? If we need Air Tanzania to be around today and tomorrow, we have no any option. I'm paying taxes fully. And remember, this is a country, the interest which depends on everything imported. 99% of the spare parts, in fact 100%, imported. And you pay taxes. You are operating in the countries or in the continent where is dubbed or is referred as the least safe continent. So insurance are very high. So the nature of the transport, of the air transport in Africa especially, is very expensive to operate. If we need Air Tanzania, I don't have to lie to you that, okay, let me do this $100 and, be accessible, while you know that tomorrow the aircraft will not fly. So it's an issue we need to address together. And as Mr. Kabendera said, that air transport is not a facilitative, it's a pillar. You like it or not, without air transport you don't have any tourism market in Tanzania. And the numbers which we are saying today, from other external influences like Loyal Tour, don't put Air Tanzania out of the question. Air Tanzania has done a lot to increase these numbers. With all these issues like, being expensive, but at least it's accessible. Very accessible currently, as I showed there. Who would think that you will fly to Mpanda, to Katavi, without $1,500. Never. Today you are just bringing it $100, $200 to Katavi and return, 300. So ideally is how we want to make this market work. So Mr. Kabendela, we need to work together. One of them, let's see on our fiscal regulation and laws as far as tourism is concerned. Why do I have to ask, for example, Air Tanzania for a fuel surcharge, fuel taxes, which I can remove them and a multiplying effect of, millions of money. So this is something which we have to work together to make our market competitive. It's becoming competitive, but we need to do more. As I said when I was presenting on one example of India and China, we can bring here a lot of Chinese and Indian. As you said, compromise we do, and we have opened up the Indian market very well. We are bringing a lot of Indian tourists now. We are working with some of the tour operators to promote tourism, especially for those who are coming from India to Tanzania. As I said, when the tourist market grows, air transport also grows. Madam, for the student package, we have student packages. We have, and make sure that they are accessible. I have the marketing officer here. Please go. Packages. On the prices, as I said, it's not only Tanzania, it's everywhere. And we have to work on this one. Countries, are different from each other. When we are talking of Tanzania, if our product is tourism, then let's work on this to make sure that we benefit really from the tourism. And one of the issues to make sure that the cost of transport is lowered. And to lower it, you have to go into the operating cost structure and see what we can reduce from there. Short of that, I don't want to see Air Tanzania dying again. I don't want to see Air Tanzania dying again with cheap popularity, with cheap politics. We have to work together and see how we can help each other to make sure that we have the cake and eating it. Not eating it and having it. We cannot afford. I think there were only 3 questions. Thanks.
Thank you very much. So again, as he said, we have a marketing officer here with us. So if you leave us now, and then Mheshimiwa tabaki tuzidi kumbonda hapa. Matilda, you've done a lot in terms of promoting and keeping the ATC afloat, and we really thank you for that. I didn't see the 5th president. Are you there? Financial services? Alikuwa nani? Alikuwa Victor Makere? He's not here? You're here for him, huh? Please. I'll give you 10 minutes. I think you'll be comfortable in that space. And then we have 5 minutes for questions, and then we move to the last presentation. So, thank you. Jamani, basi tumsikilize atajiintroduce. Sio vita tena.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, yes, sorry. Afternoon. Great. My name is Alex, Relationship Manager of Corporate Banking at CRB. I'm here on behalf of Victor Makere, who was supposed to come to do the presentation, but I will take through on what he was about to say, and I'll accept some few questions if there will be. Yes, okay. Yeah, as you know, the CRDB Bank is one of the largest banks in this country, and it has been here supporting tourism in different ways, in the whole value chain of tourism, from the tour operators, hotels, and so on and so forth, the transporters, and so on and so forth. So we are here to present it to you. What do we offer as CRDB in terms of banking service, and what support can we give you in order to make the tourism more performing well? Okay, while they are fixing it, we go to the summary. Yeah, as a CRDB, as I said before, we offer a full range of banking services which support tourism. From the card services that we support our operators, in terms of offering banking service to operator, from the collection service, digital collection service, I mean. Okay, we'll try to explain it a little. The following is about the short summary and introduction for CRDB Bank. Yeah, our bank is the largest integrated financial services, as you can see. It has been rated in the Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange and rated with the Moods, which is the largest organization which do rating for the banks, and they obtained a B stable banking. So when you are looking for the stable banking to banking with, in Eastern Central Africa, CRDB is one of them. Of course, in Eastern Central Africa, we are the first bank to be accredited by GCF. This is a Green Climatic Fund. So saying that means CRDB is one of the largest organizations here in Eastern Central Africa which is supporting green initiatives. And as you are aware, last month we have been introduced to this green bond, which today is the end of it. For those who didn't buy it, you get it to the secondary market. But it's the bond which is going to support all green initiatives activities. And it's the first bank here in Tanzania to introduce the green climatic bond. Our business, we are dealing with commercial banking, insurance services, investment in local and regional. When I talk in regional, I mean right now the bank has a presence in Burundi, and we have already started operation in Congo, but we have a plan to go in other countries in Africa. Also, we have the CRDB Foundation, which deal with community development. In terms of capital, the bank has a capital for 1.5 trillion and a balance sheet of 11.9 trillion. Our customer base, we have a customer base of 4.3 million customers. And in human capital, we have highly skilled staff, 43% women and 57% men. So that ratio of 50-50, we are almost there. When the 7 goes to the other side, and I'm sure it will be more than 7, it's your turn now. Well, in terms of deliveries, we have 250 branches, 554 ATMs, and more than 8,000 point of sales machines. And this is very useful for the tour operator. This is where people can go and pay their fees, get fees for entering the tourism sites, or pay for hotels and so on and so forth. But more than 20,000 agents countrywide who are helping to give the banking services As you know, at the moment, you don't have really to go to the branches to do your transaction. You can visit the agent and be able to do your banking service, paying school fees, and the other banking transactions that we are doing in the branches. 21 mobile branches. These branches are available to support an activity like this site, or when there is a harvest season somewhere, and so on and so forth. So we have 21 branches countrywide dealing with that. Robust online banking system. This is internet banking for those who are familiar with that. It can perform any transaction, transfer, checking balance, view statement, and so on and so forth. We currently, like I've said, we currently operate in those 3 countries, so this you are aware of that. But we have also planned to have a presence in the other country in Africa. This is in terms of shareholder structure. Yeah, our bank is full owned by Tanzanians. As you can see, the shareholding structure, the leader investment, I think the blue side was 21%. Government institutions, 16%. Local and individual, this included Tanzanians themselves, they own 31%. Foreign international investors, this side, 23%. Local and private institution and cooperative union, as it has been indicated, and that's displayed. And this is about the structure of the governance. Our chairman is Dr. Avid, and vice chairman, Madam Professor Neema Mori, and our CEO is Mr. Abdul Majid Musa Sekera, who is also an MD. Our business model, as I've said, I've introduced before, it includes individual solutions, institutional and government solution, small and medium business solution, corporate solution, capital market solutions. And by saying that, I mean we are dealing with payment solutions, revenue collection, salary processing. And in terms of investment, we are dealing with the saving investment. Those who are coming to invest in maybe in bonds and the other means of investment, shares and bank assurance. In terms of borrowing, we have different types of loans. From the mortgage, these are the types of loans which support people to construct their houses, do renovation, refurbishment, and so on. So any type of which is dealing with the construction of residential housing, this type of loan can support that. We have the personal loan. This is loan for those who are channeling their salaries through CRNB Bank. We also have financing, working capital, project financing, and trade financing. Working capital, that's short-term loan for those business people, and project finance for those projects which take we need a huge amount of fund, but as well as trade financing. These are our partners that we are working with. We have different partners all around the world, the like of IFC, Visa, No Fund, DFC, TDB, and so on and so forth. So these we strategically mentioned this because for the large ticket loans, most of these are the people we are dealing with that we are partnering with in order to be able to support a large ticket requirement for the strategic development. Our track record in payment collection. This one I have to read for you. CRB provided a tailor-made payment solution catering diverse business to enable acceptance of online, mobile, and in-store payments. Bank has transformed payment collection method to furnish business and individual with secure, streamlined payment reception alternative. Integrated CRB solution as a payment of choice in your enterprise's facility accept of a broad spectrum of payments modes. The benefit of this integration payment solution is real-time reconciliation for those who are using our services. That reconciliation can be done timely, increase the turnaround of time, timely realization of income. You don't have to wait until the next working days to realize the fund in your account, convenience on foreign exchange, and lower operating cost. And some of the institutions that we are working with are like the one which has been mentioned below there, like Tanapa, Ngorongoro, TRA, and so on and so forth. I think this is the one I've been explained before. We have also have this online gateway which accepts Visa and MasterCard. My friend here, Jerry, may be the witness of this. ATCL, they are using our payment gateway, and the payment for the ticket has been going through without any problem. You can just visit their website and extract your bill for ticket payment and swap it that the money will be paid directly to ATCL fund. So this is, in short, is an e-commerce service. This explains how the payments are made through our modes of LIPA number. I think I don't have to tell you with the explanation of how LIPA number is working. For the explanation of the small product, you can visit our band outside there and we will be able to explain all of this. Another payment service that we have, and I've mentioned before, is the internet banking services. This is give you full service of banking while you are at home or at your office. You can make a payment through this. You can check the balance. You can check the statement. You can do a transaction through this, and so on and so forth. It's a highly secure system of payment, which you can easily use that. In terms of borrowing, I think this is something, yes, basically we're offering borrowing facilities as I've mentioned before, but for us to be able to give you more details, because most of the loans requirements are customized, so I would advise you to visit any of our branches, or we'll also be outside there for the remaining 2 days to be able to explain to you what kind of loans which will suit your business, but also understand your business and be able to advise you well on which product will be suitable for your business. The good thing for tour operator, we have this Safari car loan. We are offering. We have partnered with 2 companies that are dealing with Safari car loan, and those companies, they are offering the cars which use electricity power. We are the first bank to partner with them. For more information about this product, I will really advise you to visit our branches. Any branches in Dar es Salaam or Arusha, the details for Safari car loan can be obtained. Staff offering, I think I spoke about this before. Credit card. We have a lot of card, but credit is one of the unique services that it's very important for anyone to have it, and it can save you during the difficult time. As the details explain, the provision of credit card is 0 fees paid within 50 days, which enable to control on company expenses, reduce cost and cash flow. This card can be issued to employee for a company expenses, or corporate card issued to individual for personal expenses based on salary. Key feature of credit card, there has a grace period of 50 days. That means from the day that you have withdrawn the fund, when you have a 0 balance, from the day that you have withdrawn the fund that is within your limit, you have 50 days that you are not charging anything. A 0 liability, usage on emptying up to 50% of the credit limit that you have, and another 50% can be used by paying online. Interest rate is 3% per month, revolving credit limit, facility over the days and the permanent disability, and the 3 monthly statement. The moderator is telling me that we have 1 minute, so I'll just say that we are ready to support any project that is dealing with tourism activity. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. A big hand of applause to Mr. Alex Yassa from CLB, and let me tell you, CLB is one of the sponsors for site that is sponsoring it. I think it's not the first edition now. You were with us last year and many other previous years. Yes, we really thank you for the support. as they're saying, we are ready to support you, but they are already on the ground being a massive support. Alex, yes, so in short, they have 8 propositions, okay? And each one of these will really touch every one of us as operators, isn't it? Okay, so, lakini hata kwa wale public agencies, I think you have something to share your experiences. Masasa tanapa kule wanakuja kulipa pale. Sasa, what is experience with the CRDB as one of the bankers on the payment? Operators paying for their visitors through the online systems, but also other operators with the banks, hotels, lodges there. You have a proposition for loans. But the newest one, which is more interesting, is the electric vehicles loans. Mm-hmm. I think that really excites everyone. Yes, I think the, I don't know what about the terms. Yes, you have something to do with electric vehicles, but I think you have studied well. I was there, and then they told me the lifespan for the battery is between 8 to 10 years. But again, they are replacing the new ones. The mileage is also very impressive. From Arusha to Serengeti and probably back before you recharge. Okay, so the technology is going up very well. So please, I think you are in the right venture to also support operators with the green initiative. Okay. So any questions now? Only 2. Number 1 comes from this side. Number 2. All right. Okay. So we have a question here. For you, and then we go to the last from Dr. Hassan.
Thank you so much. My question just goes to the CRB about American Express.
American Express.
Yes, I think he knows exactly what I mean. It's not in the list, and most of the people from America, the one that have those cards, is a problem with using them. I don't know how far the bank has reached to solve that matter. Thank you.
Sante, American Express, is it one of your products? Visa and all that, yes. But now you have credit cards. Spend before. One from you again. Half a minute enough for you this time. Okay.
CRDB was actually sharing the Bankers Association of Tanzania. The bankers in Tanzania want the proceeds from the tourism industry, but they don't want to take any risk into developing the industry. All these things you have said, we know. But look at what is happening. The products, the tourism products in Tanzania are on the ground. You tell me, how many restaurants do you have now in Dar es Salaam? What's the name? You don't do these studies, but a common tourist who comes and stays in a hotel does not want to dine in that hotel. He wants to dine downtown where other people dine, but the restaurants are dying. Why? Because there are certain businesses few people shy away from investing in. But I can tell you, if we don't develop these small places, cafes, coffee shops, tea rooms, we are out to, this is happening in Tanzania now. They have been replaced by Mamantilie. Tourists, of course, will never go to Mamantilie because of the hygiene standards. They're simply so low. You need to run, as bankers, you need to really move in and see how you can come in to assist the industry to grow. Eventually, you will reap the benefits. But if only you're looking at the big boys, the big boys also have channels to get finances from abroad. Thank you so much.
I think Alex will benefit from more inputs from Mr. Kabelelo later because he's doing consulting in the tourism and special hospitality industry. So what he says, he has tons of information. So please get the chat outside it. I'll ask you to answer the first one and probably this.
Thank you so much. I come from Malawi. I just wanted, it's a very good presentation and very good initiative by the bank. What are your future plans? Are you intending to extend the services to your neighboring countries? Just for curiosity's sake.
Yes, I think he's asking whether you also go to Malawi. You're already in DRC in other countries. Why about Malawi now? The most neighbors. Kind of my way. All right, from the last one, and even don't get by that. And I made the sound of one.
Thanks very much. The first question I think was for American Express. Thank you for the very good question, and I'd like to assure you, by early 2024, this will no longer be the question. It will be one of the solutions, and we'll be presenting it in the next Swahili Tourism Expo as one of our cards. We are currently working on it, and by January we'll be having this. So thank you for that, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to break the news to the people here that the American Express is coming.
Thank you.
The question for my senior has been, we'll discuss it outside of the moderator said. Yes, we have a plan to go to different countries in Africa, and Malawi is one of the very good destinations. We are still doing the research on that, and we will go with the proposal to our management, but it's one of the targeted countries, so don't worry, maybe one day I'll be your neighbor there. Thank you very much, sir.
A big hand of applause for Mr. Alex from CRDB, our partners and sponsors side 2023. Karibu Dr. Hussein Mid-Air.
Is it good afternoon, good evening? Good evening. Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Safety is everything. We're here because of safety. We are now here talking about tourism because we are safe here. There is a lot of fire extinguisher in this building, fire sensors, but there is no fire. It's all about safety. And in tourism, Tanzania, tourism in Tanzania is a promising issue for sure in our economy. So in order this tourism industry to grow, we should make sure that safety is here in our tourism destination. As we are talking now, our tourism destination are safe with what I'm going to present to you here. My presentation today, I'm going to inform you about transformation of the medical and air taxi service in Tanzanian tourism. We are working with the Tanzania National Park Authority, bringing safe to tourists, which are international tourists and the local tourists and the national park workers. We should link health and tourism. Through health and tourism, tourists, tour agents, and travel insurance, all of them have invested in health. Why do you think they have? Why do they invested on health? This is to make sure that the tourists, the workers are safe on their destination. It's a triangle of business. Through the tourists, they need to be assured on their safety, especially on the health part. But traveler or health insurances, they have invested a lot because through safety, they should make sure their customers who are tourists, they can get this service easily. As we know, the health services are expensive, especially on the air rescue. Here, Air Tanzania, we are talking about the cost issue. Therefore, we are doing the helicopter medical evacuation on our all national parks and tourism destination in Tanzania. As you can see, health concern to cash is an issue. It's really expensive. Therefore, all the tourists, they are coming, they are traveling through with their traveler insurances. This traveler insurance, they're the one who is covering for any costs in case of any distress if they'll be in need of this service. And through health service providers, our economy will grow because people will travel here and health service will bring a lot of cash in our country. Health and safety usually increase confidence to tourists toward the nation service too, and for them. Me, I was happy when I saw the live streaming camera, the live camera from Mount Kilimanjaro with the TTCL. As for today, example, we have flights 8 times to Mount Kilimanjaro up to the base camp, taking tourists and the local tourists, the international tourists from the mountain. Myself, I have summited 17 times to Mount Kilimanjaro with my bell, you can imagine, and I was really comfortable summiting up there. And why I was comfortable to go there to the mountain is because there is enough safety measures in our national parks. We have travel insurance industry all over the world. They have done a risk assessment with the formula that 3% of all tourists, all travelers, they found themselves in a situation where they will be in need of they will find themselves in a situation in which they will be on the distress situation. So, in that situation, 25% of the 25% to 35% of that 3% will be in need of air rescue, and 65% to 75% of the remain, they will be in need of the ground rescue. Therefore, as you can see, this is a real number, the statistic. Like if we have like 30,000 people in our destination, 225 people will be in need of air rescue, and 675 people will be in need of the ground rescue. As for now, we have managed to conquer this by 100% in our national parks on the northern circuit. As statistical, by now, we have already made more than 500 evacuation on this season. Therefore, this is to say that our tourism destination is real safe. Helicopter service in Tanzania. Currently, we have 3 registered Tanzanian helicopter companies in which they are doing the tourism-related activities. As for Kilimanjaro, we usually doing the helicopter medical evacuation, and we are doing the helicopter luxury services as helicopter tourism services. Why this service? We decided to initiate this service due to these few problems, as the tourists require international standard and exceptional patient management that is specialized in a specific ailment. We are receiving tourists from different countries. They have different cultures and everything. Therefore, they usually need a special care with the international standard from specific specialized personnel. As for us, we have enough doctors which are specialized on wilderness medicine, and we have wilderness medicine medical facilities. in our national parks. Low level of our remote medicine service providers. Before, there are very few remote medicine service providers like a mountain traveler, diving medicine, wilderness medicine, and the tropical medicine. And that's why we came up with these initiatives and is on 100% now on the northern circuit of Tanzania. Tourists require tolerant and flexible air services that can save time. Through helicopter, we have this because tourists, they can take helicopter direct from the airport to their hotel rather than using the car to maybe someone has landed from Kia to Karatu near Ngorongoro. It may take 6 hours to 8 hours, but through helicopter we can drop them direct to the hotel in 35 minutes. Service we do offer medical and emergency medical services and non-medical services. We do helicopter evacuation at Mount Kilimanjaro, Mount Meru, and all other national parks on the northern circuit. Helicopter medical evacuation from remote camps on the northern circuit. Helicopter medevac. We do clinic, hotel, and in-house consultation. We provide doctors to take care of the tourists at the hotel. Some of the tourists, they have just minimal sickness in which there is no need of them going to the tertiary facilities. We usually provide doctors to attend them at their hotel. We do hospital admission. We do doctor en route. We provide wilderness medicine specialists in which those doctors, they usually accompany group of tourists in different activities. Like last year, we have provided doctors to Guinness Award activities on the Mount Kilimanjaro. There are some people who decided to play football at the mountain, obstacle course at the crater of Mount Kilimanjaro, and world highest award for marathon at extreme altitude. People that have done marathon from 4,000 meters above the sea level to the peak of Mount Kilimanjaro, all the way down out of the mountain. These are deadly missions, therefore they really need safety personnel to be there so that they can do these activities comfortably. Therefore, all the Guinness Awards International, they recognize now Tanzanian doctors to make sure that they are comfortable not coming with the doctors from their country, because this service is here in our country. On the non-medical activities, we also do firefighting. As you see, fire is usual anytime in the forest and the mountain. Therefore, we usually work with Tanzania National Park together to make sure our national park are safe in case of any issue of fire. We do non-medical services of helicopter to make sure we emphasize tourism in our country. We have the package called Skill Faster. This is a helicopter rapid descent from the mountain. These are for those heroes who made to summit of Mount Kilimanjaro, and they don't want to climb down by walking. Then we do provide them the helicopter drop from the base camp of Mount Kilimanjaro to the foot of Mount Kilimanjaro or direct to the hotel. It takes like 7 to 10 minutes from the top down to Moshi. You can imagine by walking you can use 2 days, but they can use just 7 to 10 minutes to be at the hotel. We have helicopter scenic flights. Some of the people, they need to do the scenic flights to the mountain, Natron, and so therefore helicopter tourism part is growing very fast now. some of these tourists are VIP, they do need VIP transfer. We do visibility study, conservation work, like for those elephants who are coming across the community. We help by pushing them through the helicopter. We do help that in, yes. Filming, most of the tourists, they do like filming. We do helicopter filming. Why helicopter at the mountain? Why helicopter in tourism? It's easily access to the remote area. You can land anywhere. We just need 15 meter around 15. Then we land anywhere. We usually land direct to the hospital. We pick someone from the distress area direct to the hospital. It's really easy to mobilize the helicopter than the other aircraft because of the safety purpose. We don't need the airstrip to land. This is the statistics from the doctors. This is the marketing size. The tourism now is increasing in our country. Impact of our service to the tourism is all about safety. Through safety, we boost tourism. We make sure that we reduce number of fatality. Number of deaths now is decreased at the remote area due to our service since we started doing this service. Health, safety, and rescue initiative for all tourists is our main thing. This is our business model. As we do cooperate, we do work together with the tour operator, Tanzanian National Park Authority, the Ministry of Tourism, and tour operators. But we do work together with the travel insurance, as the travel insurance are the one who is covering for any cost to the tourists. But we do provide this service to the local tourists, and we do free service to Tanzania due to the high cost of the helicopter operation. Therefore, by now, we have made more than 500 rescue, and within that 500 rescue, 34 is from the local Tanzanian, and it was for free to make sure that we don't save only the tourists, even we save the locals. This is our facility. This is our hospitals. We have different hospitals. We have our mountain medicine clinic and a tertiary hospital at Moshi. We usually do training. To the Tanapa Rangers. We do training to the guides. We have done a training to over 3,000 guides and 34 park rangers. We do on-ground service at the mountain. These are our doctors treating people at the mountain. This was the picture was taken on the last month. And you can see sometimes with our doctors make sure that if the helicopter didn't have the chance to go to the mountain, they can mobilize the ground rest with the local stretcher. We do air rescue. As you can see, this is the one of the patients from the what we call Barranco camp. He is a porter. He fell down on the Barranco rocks. Then he sustained injury by having the leg fracture on the leg, back injury. But we at the end we made it to save his life. This is one of the rescue missions from base camp. You can see the speed from the base camp down Mosh. The speed is very high. It's just 7 minutes, we're down. As you know, number one management for any distress on the high altitude is rapid descent. Number two is rapid descent. Number three is rapid descent. Therefore, through helicopter, someone can be taken from the mountain very rapid, and the life is. This is milestone of Kilimedi Aviation Company. By now, we have made 500 rescue missions. We have trained over 2,000 mountain guides and the rangers, 34 rangers. This is our future plan. Our future plan is to expand our service in broad aspects of technology facility, coverage, and human resource. Example, we are going to open the training center for pilots, helicopter pilots, and the special medical faculties training center. This is because, as you know, we are like 15 wilderness specialized doctors in Tanzania, but we didn't get our specialty here in Tanzania. Therefore, we are going to open School of Wilderness Medicine here in Tanzania so that we can produce our own doctors here in our country. But we have like 100 pilots registered in Tanzania, but all of those are above 50. Most of them, 60% are above 50. Now they are going to retire. But we don't have any local commercial pilot who is able to fly helicopter. Therefore, we are going to open a school of aviation, especially for helicopter pilots. Thank you very much. What we can tell you, our national park are really safe. It's just one call now, and then the helicopter will be at your aid. But we should continue working together. The government can work together with us, pronouncing, shouting that our tourism destination are safe, and that's why we have beautiful mountains, we have beautiful national parks, but still number of tourists is down. It's increasing very slowly because 100% of the tourists, they didn't travel until they review the safety. Safety number one, number two, safety number three, safety number four, safety number five, safe, then they book to come to Tanzania. Our national park is safe. Let's go to the roof of Africa. Everyone, I saw a lot of people that want to go to Mount Kilimanjaro. I will emphasize the local tourists. On December, there is this event of Twenzetu Kileleni. A lot of Tanzanians are going up there. You can join this trail, and by that December, all the camps will be having the clinics on site. Therefore, no worry, our mountain is safe. Tukaenjoy mlima wetu. Karibuni sana.
I really thank you. I've really enjoyed personally the presentation from Dr. Hussein Makofi mengi sana kwake jamani. Really thank you not only for the presentation but again for the service and for the innovation or innovative mind that you guys have. 500 successful rescue missions and all that. The interesting part is 34 locals, free of charge. Jamani, sema makofi mengi sana kwa hiyo jamani. Kwa hiyo, they really have big dreams. The first helicopter aviation school, the first, what again? Yes, one of medicine. And so this is just a lot of first. I really like your principle for operation. Principle number one, rapid descent. Principle number two, rapid descent. Principle number three, rapid descent. You're quite right. You're quite right. We
Slow.
yes, coming down is quick because we need to save your lives. I should expect to have, in Malawi, do we have mountains really? Mountains? Yes. I'd like to hear a question from you. Do you have the similar service?
We do.
Yes,
Not
please.
heavy,
Tell us what is different from us.
The only difference is the helicopter service, I have to be frank. Your presentation has been, eye-opening, and definitely we've learned something, and we need to make recommendations to our government to do that. Otherwise, beautiful mountains are everywhere in Africa, and I'm very, very proud to be African, all brothers and sisters. We have the big mountain, 3,002 meters. You should also come and try it. I've been there myself too. But please, may I take this opportunity to mention that in April, I might not be sure with the exact dates, but we are having our own meeting, Malawi International Tourism Expo, and all of you are welcome. I will be really very glad to see you guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Malawi is also coming in. In the fray, they do also have, hiking to different mountains there. I have not been to Malawi. I'm from there, so really it's a pity why I've not been there even once. But I'm trying. Okay, so that's it. Any question to Dr. Hussein? Mwezi wa 12 tuanze kileleni. Yes, tumuombe Mama Zara, knowing that going up there, scaling Mount the Great Kili is very safe now, safe as ever. So we shouldn't. Masasa, umepanda mara ngapi Kilimanjaro ise?
Ndugu mtangazaji, mimi nimepanda mara moja mpaka Uhuru. Kwa hiyo na experience anachokiongea najua maana yake ni nini. Na kweli nawashukuru sana kwa huduma yao, sababu unaweza ukapanda ukafika, lakini huwa kuna shughuli sana kushuka na shangazi magoti yamekufa ghafla au hewa imekata. Kwa hiyo linapotokea shida kama hizo, mabwana wanahusika. Kwa huduma yao kwa kweli tunawashukuru sana. Kwa niaba ya TANA hapa tunashukuru sana. Tunaomba muongeze hizo helikopta, isiwe moja tu, basi hata ikiwa 2 hata 3 ziwe nzuri zaidi. Wageni wetu wanahitaji kuwa secured. Anapanda anajua ikitokea shida kuna kitu cha kuniokoa. Kwa hiyo tunawashukuru sana.
Yes, Zara mwenyewe iko pale Zura. Itakusaidiaje hii service bwana? Nyinyi mko Dar es Salaam huko sinapeleka watalii na Arusha na nini? Hebu introduce kidogo tuone what kind of inasaidiaje hii kwa tour operators ambao wako based sehemu nyingine.
Asante sana, mimi naitwa Zora, natokea Silver Sky Travel, ni traveling agent. Tunashukuru sana kwa hii service ambayo mkuu ametoka kupresent hapa, kwa sababu hata katika kutafuta Goro, tunashukuru sana.
Thank you very much. And that will come from Zara. Yes, baada hapo tuna matangazo ya cocktail yetu ya jioni na nini kipo kesho. Karibu.
Asante sana MC. Ndugu mabibi na mabwana, habari za jioni. Nitumie nafasi hii kama kampuni ya Zara Tours, lakini pia kuwashukuru wenzetu wa Kilimedia. Inawezekana nilikuwa nimechelewa kwenye presentation, lakini naomba nifanye top up. Wenzetu wa Kilimedia ni professional doctors ambao tayari wao wana utaalamu wa mlimani. Kwa hiyo sio madaktari tu ambao tunahisi hivi, ni madaktari ambao tayari kwenye masuala ya mlima. Kwa mfano unaona hao ambao wanafanya presentation ni watu ambao pia wamefanya kazi na mlima wa Everest. Sasa issue ambayo inakuja, tunatamani kufanya sasa ushirikiano baina ya makampuni, sio kampuni moja kama Zara, makampuni ambayo yanadili na kupanda mlima, wakikaa na kushirikiana na wadau kama hawa, tukaweza kufanya presentation ambayo itakuwa ina maana baina ya Wizara ya Mambo ya Nje pamoja na Wizara ya Maliasili na Utalii. Tukakamua kukutana na diplomats ambao wako ndani ya nchi yetu ya Tanzania na wengine ambao wako nje ya nchi nyingine, kwa kuweza kuambia Kilimanjaro ni salama na wanaweza kupanda mlima huu, kuhakikisha tunatunza utunzaji wa mlima wetu Kilimanjaro, kusemia mlima wa Kilimanjaro na kuhakikisha mlima wa Kilimanjaro uko salama ndani ya nchi yetu na nje ya nchi yetu. Kwa hiyo pia nitumie nafasi hii kwa wale ambao tutakutana nao wenzetu kileleni 2023 kwamba huduma ya helicopter ambayo iko kwenye professional base ya madaktari wa Kilimedia, basi tutakuwa nao na wataweza kutupa ushirikiano 100%. Kwa hiyo nitumie nafasi hii kuwashukuru sana, asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Guys, it has been a day, really a very historical moment to have you, a distinguished lineup of participants, but also presenters, 6 of them. Among us were reporters, journalists, so I'm sure this will go a long way in terms of dissemination of the results. But also, let me assure you, TTB, there was a team, a rapporteur team, who will compile everything here so that in the end, we should be able to share the report for this seminar, but also for the investment forum that comes tomorrow. But again, thank you very much. I represented from Malawi. We really thank you for invitation in December. December? April. It's April next year. April is rainy here, so it's a good time to escape from, the mud and all that. So let me assure you that a good number of us will be coming. Zip is here, ZCT is here, TTB is here. So these are the people ready to join you. And tour operators and hotels, there's a lot of sharing of business here between Malawi and Tanzania. But again, I should end it here, but officially I'm not supposed to do the wrap-up. We have a tourism officer from the ministry. This is their show already, who will do the vote of thanks. And then she will officially welcome us to what sends for the cocktail, which starts from 6. So from here, 5:30, those invited, buyers and exhibitors, you should be packing and take your buses to what sends for the cocktail. Madam Minister is waiting for us there. Madam Nancy, karibu. Makofi mengi sana jamani. Karibu sana kwa niaba ya mkurugenzi wa utalii.
Thank you, all of you, for being here. On behalf of the minister, the ministry itself, and all of our directors, would like to thank you for being here to attend our seminars. It was a long one, but we thank you for being here up until now. I have only one announcement. I would like to announce that have already made their bookings and all. We will be here. But after that, we will have a Tanzanian Tourism Investment Forum, which is being hosted by the Minister of Natural Resources and Tourism, Honorable Angela Kairuki, which will be held in the marquee outside. So it will start from 11. So from 11 to 2, and it will be a wrap. And it's going to be very interesting because we will be presenting, presenters from Tanzania Investment Center are going to also be presenting about the investment environment in Tanzania, but also from ZIPA, from Zanzibar. But we will also have a presentation concerning the protected areas of Tanzania and how you can invest. And all the interested people will be there. We'll also have testimonials from investors from Tanzania, so they'll be able to explain to you how they invested, how they succeeded, what they battled, and everything about the investment in Tanzania. So you're mostly welcome. And enjoy your cocktails. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.